Pro-Palestine protests intensifying today at universities across the country. Students are demanding an end to the war in Gaza and for some universities to end their ties with Israel, the U.S. military, and weapons manufacturers. Hundreds of people have been arrested at protests, including more than 50 at UT in Austin. We learned today most of those charges against UT demonstrators have since been dropped. The crackdown on protesters raising legal questions about your rights. Katira Winfrey joins us in studio on the political fight over free speech. Katira?
Well, Lynn, legal experts I spoke to say looking at the surface, students were within their rights to protest at UT-Auston, and the same goes for students who protested today at U of H and Rice. They say just because you don't agree with their message doesn't mean authorities should be allowed to shut down a legal protest. Pro-Palestinian protests on UT-Austin's campus ended with more than 50 people behind bars, leaving many questioning why DPS would be mobilized to shut down what began as a peaceful protest.
It is deeply concerning what happened yesterday at UT-Austin, as well as other threats to free speech that are happening across the country.
KHOU spoke to legal experts at the ACLU of Texas and a law professor at the University of Houston. Neither are connected to UT-Austin, but say students have the right to protest on public university campuses.
And we're still investigating kind of the details of what happened, but are deeply concerned that some university and state officials seem to be suppressing the right to free speech and also retaliating against people who are gathering and peacefully protesting.
Governor Greg Abbott drew support and criticism for a tweet denouncing UT-Austin's protest, while calling for participants to be jailed and expelled. But these experts say it's the governor in the wrong.
You may disagree with what someone says. You may find it the most offensive thing that you have ever heard. But they have the right to express that opinion.
And while protesters do not have the right to harass or threaten people or create an unsafe environment, the experts say universities have long been places of protest and free speech.
You can't selectively enforce the regulations against protests you don't like. So if you wouldn't have shut down another protest on a different issue, you can't do it with pro-Palestinian protests.
And as for those protests in Austin, students and other demonstrators have been back out on campus today, not just protesting against the war in Gaza, but also the police response over the last 24 hours. Lynn?
Certainly a lot going on, not only just at UT, but many campuses. Katira, thank you.